Hey guys, welcome back. So Bramty recently shared a little story time about a girl insulting her while vacationing in El Salvador. So Bramty shared that her husband Luis had to clap back at the girl because Bramty almost missed the shade being thrown at her. So according to Bramty, this girl made a comment after Bramty got out the beach and had some wet spots showing through her pants. So initially Bramty didn't catch on to the shade being thrown, she just thought the girl was trying to look out for her. Now her husband Luis did catch on, and according to Bramty, he was pissed. Bramty says she has never seen Luis that upset and says he wanted to go and chase after the girl. So now I'm gonna go ahead and play that clip on Bramty's story time so you guys can hear exactly what the girl said to Bramty and so you guys can hear what Bramty and Luis had to say.
I have tea, guys. I haven't had tea in such a long time, but I have tea and this tea is hot. This tea is good. My husband, no Louis, he is so nonchalant. He's so go with the flow. He doesn't cause commotion. He doesn't get mad at anything. It got to the point where he had to step in for me. Now I need all of my girls from Central America to chime in. It's Salvador, Guatemala, Costa Rica. Like, I need your help because, like, are girls like this in Central America? Like, or did I just come across, like, a hater? I don't know what. We just got out of the ocean, right? And I threw on my beige pants because we were gonna go walk around, explore Salvador, and I threw my beige pants on because I'm not gonna walk around in a bathing suit. And it caused it to look like I peed myself because I threw it on over my wet bathing suit bottoms. I didn't have anything on top. I just had my bathing suit top and beige pants on. So I literally have like this area wet and this area wet, but I'm like, who cares? Like, it's gonna dry with the sun, like, who cares, right? But, like, right off the beach, there's like a lot of restaurants and stuff, and we're there, and we're just standing off to the side. There's people walking by, and I'm on my phone trying to see, like, where are we gonna eat? When all of a sudden, a girl comes up to me. She's probably 25 years old. She comes up to me, and she goes, "Estás sudando." She points down. She points down there. She goes, "Estás sudando," right? Which means you're sweating. Like, she's saying my thing's sweating. She sees me in my bathing suit top, so like I don't think she's like, in my head I don't think she's referring to me sweating because like we're at the damn beach. You see me in my bathing suit. In my head I'm thinking maybe that's like a different term, a different word that people in El Salvador say for like, hey, you got your period. That's what I'm thinking. She's like, "Estás sudando." She probably thought I was so sweaty. And I look up to her, like I'm on my phone, I look up to her, I'm like, ¿qué? She's like, "Estás sudando." I'm like, "No, acabo de salir del mar," which means like I just got out the ocean. I tell her that and she gives me the most like death stare ever. Like she's just staring at me, like just staring. So then I'm like still like that and I'm like waiting for her to say something. She doesn't say anything. She walks away and then she goes, "Se ve feo," which means it looks ugly. My dumbass thought she said surfer, like surfer, se ve feo. It kind of like, you know, because I'm not thinking she's coming at me, right? I'm thinking she's nice because she's like looking out for me. Luis yells, "Tú eres fea." Like, Luis, what? He's like, "She just called you ugly." And I'm like, "Wait, what?" He's like, "What happened?" And I'm like, "She said I was sweating." And then she just walked away and she said, "Surfer." Bro, I'm so stupid. He goes, "No, she just called you ugly." And I was like, oh shit. Bro, guys, listen to this. Like, Luis like wanted to chase after her, but I was like, stop, like it's not that fucking big of a deal, like just stop. But like he got pissed. I've never seen him like that before, but he was pissed. I was like, okay, you're getting rewarded tonight. Tonight we're putting the kids to bed early. For like 3 hours after, all I could think about was that girl telling me that, and I was like, what does she mean by that? Like, was she being mean? Like, why would she come up to me? Like, it was all that was in my mind. Like, she impacted my life in those 3 hours like no other girls from Central America. Are other girls mean? Does she mean I was sweating, or is that a keyword for like you got your period? Like, I have so many questions. I still think about this till this day. So like, please help me out.
So after hearing Bramty's little story, this person said, "I'm sorry, but my experience in El Salvador was pleasantly nice, except the people. Salvies are rude and mean. I'm from LA, California, and I have the same interactions with Salvies here. Why aren't they nice?" Bramty replied, "I have to agree, unfortunately. Beautiful country, but the people aren't the friendliest. I think they're still getting used to tourism, so I understand, I guess." Someone else then commented, "Surfer," laughing my butt off. Bramty replied, she thought I was a surfer." Now, a lot of people also had similar experiences with Salvadorian people like Bramty. Here's what they had to say. "Lots of people out there are rude and like to give their opinion when it's not needed. I go to El Salvador every year to visit family and they will dead stare at you like they've never seen a human before. I'm sorry, but yes, the majority of people I interacted with in El Salvador when I visited were mean, also not very polite. I'm from El Salvador and have experienced rude interactions as well. They aren't the nicest to tourists, I think is a thing. They are such haters. Very few people are kind. I live in El Salvador and visited so much back in the day. They were not nice to me. I traveled to El Salvador last week. I'm Salvadorian, but some of the people there are so rude. It be your own people sometimes. Luis did the right thing. I have Salvi family members and they're all like that and very sarcastic. I was born in El Salvador and yes, she was hating. It happens every time I go there. Sorry that happened to you. Parents from El Salvador and most females from there are always envious. She was a hater. I'm sorry you experienced that in El Salvador. We aren't all like that at all. This person said, it makes me sad to see so many comments saying that Salvadorians are rude. I'm Salvadoreña and I promise it's not everyone. By the way, she said, it looks ugly. She didn't say you are ugly. She might have not meant it in a bad way. Her saying se ve feo was probably her way of telling you it looked wrong / inappropriate and she didn't want people to stare at you for it, so she was making you aware. If she told you twice, she wanted you to know she didn't like how it looked. Perhaps she was trying to help you at first in case you didn't know, but the it looks ugly comment was uncalled for. So now that we have reached the end of the comments, I would like to hear you guys' thoughts on this. Do you guys think Bramty was dragging the story a little bit? Or do you guys see where she's coming from? I feel like every group has its share of good and bad people. But in my personal experience, all the Salvadorians I have encountered are nice people. Now, on the other hand, I've never been to El Salvador, so wouldn't really have anything to say on that. But if you guys have or have had similar experiences, I would love to hear about it. I would also love to hear you guys' thoughts on Bramty and Luis's reactions. Now, that is all I have on this video, so thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe, and I will see you guys in my next video.